What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 23 of TV Dinner, featuring Emmy-nominated singer Vanya.
Well,
Did I come too hard with that initial flex?
no, but the Emmy doesn't go to me. It goes to the composers.
Yeah, but you sang on it.
I did.
Yeah. How'd that happen?
I was working at the front desk, and then I told the producers, if you guys ever need a singer, and every time they're like, yeah, no, we'll let you know for sure. And I just kept asking and asking until finally they were like, yeah, do you want to sing on a track? And I came to their house, and in like an hour and a half, we did the whole track. Then it got nominated, so that was cool.
That's pretty dope. Have they heard you sing before?
Only on my Instagram.
So at least they had some sort of background. They didn't just think you were some front desk girl trying to just hop on a track.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
For everybody who's going to be watching at home who doesn't know you, why don't you give them a little background on you as an artist and when all this kind of got started for you?
For as long as I can remember, like, music has always kind of been my escape, but I never really took it seriously. I would write songs here and there, but it wasn't until I was living abroad when I started really, really writing down my thoughts and everything, because I was away from my family for a really long time, and writing was a way for me to ground myself and to really feel at home. And so I graduated college, and when I decided to move out to LA, I was just like, fuck it, like, let's just finally do it. But it's been a slow journey, and it's finally picking up, so I'm excited.
Excited for you. You got one thing that's really impressive to me is you have such a powerful, soulful voice. It's like something you don't expect, really, to be honest. Especially with your talking voice. It's like the talking voice is like a little more, a bit softer,
Everyone says that. They're
Yeah.
like, you don't sound like how you talk.
Who are some of your biggest influences?
Leanne LaHavas for sure. She's my number one, my everything. Amy Winehouse for sure. Laura Mavilla. Those three for sure have always been like my biggest inspiration. Everything that they've ever released is like everything that I have always resonated with. So
Would you say that you carry similar themes in the message that you're trying to present as an artist?
yeah, I think so. I think that in order for you to really create the vision that you want, you have to live it. Some people can write songs about anything and everything, but unless you're able to kind of like have that connection from your experiences, it's so much deeper,
I mean, you need to give the listener something to latch onto, right?
Right.
Some sort of level that, they can resonate with
Yeah.
and understand where you're coming from.
I think everyone can resonate with failed relationships
Is that like
and just
what?
being left at parks and stuff. People breaking up with you at parks.
Yeah, love songs always hit.
Deadass, that's how I wrote my first song ever, Mystery Man, because I was left at a park in Spain with this guy that I was like infatuated with, and I was 21 and I was gonna live my best life. And then at the park, he was like, yeah, nah.
See you later.
Like, sick. I don't know anyone here, but sick. He's like, it's truly not me or you. It's just this isn't. I said, okay, cool. So,
We're
yeah.
not putting blame anywhere, just
And
the situation.
I called my dad and I was like, hey, can I come home? He said, absolutely not. So my ass was stuck there. And so every day I would go to this park to feel that exact same feeling until I could write the vision of the song and really feel it from beginning to end.
How long did that take? I have a lot of questions right now. I'm trying to ask it.
All good. Maybe for the whole vision, maybe like 4 months. 6 months later, after we had broken up, I saw him in the middle of nowhere, Portugal, with like the girl that he broke up with me for on this train. And this kid's like from my hometown. I'm from Middleton, Wisconsin, so it's the smallest town ever. And so we had gone abroad together originally, and I ended up seeing him at 4 a.m. on this train in the middle of Portugal. We were the only people on the train, and we were like heading towards like this weird mist, and I was like, fuck. And that's when I finished the song.
That's straight out of a fucking
Yeah,
movie,
it really is. When I tell people the story, they don't
Yeah.
believe me because it sounds fraudulent. It sounds like a straight up lie, but
Yeah.
it truly happened.
After all this shit fell through, you started writing.
I just wrote and wrote and wrote, and eventually found this jazz bar down the street from my house, and every Tuesday I got hired to play. So I'd play from like 10 a.m. till 3 a.m. and then go to class the next day. But every Tuesday I would play the revisions of the song, just like adding more parts, playing it with different notes, different rhythms and stuff until I fully was like, this is ready to be finished.
That's dope that you had that experience. I mean, not the shit that happened to you.
Right, yeah.
But, you know,
R.I.P.
at the same time, kind of good because then you got
No, it
all
was
that
it was
material.
literally the
Yeah.
best thing that ever happened to me.
But on top of that, the fact that you were able to find a venue to hone your craft. I mean, you got to practice in a random country where, like, literally no one's going to know who you are. You got to refine this song, refine your craft. And that actually makes a lot of sense because when I see you perform, you look so comfortable up there.
Oh, yeah, it
And,
took a while.
Yeah, and I was wondering, I was like, damn, how long has she been doing this for? Because you're not only, you know, good at performing, but also your engagement with the crowd is really good. You know, you're witty. You got jokes up there. You know,
I got
and
jokes.
you're
Sometimes they don't land though. Sometimes people.
Nah,
are like,
yeah, but you know that's just comedy. You're not gonna hit everyone. Would you say that experience going through that kind of gave you the confidence to be like, all right, I want to come to LA and do this shit?
Oh, 100%. When I initially had the idea to perform at this jazz club, the promoter there, his name is Mustard, and I had seen him at the coffee shop because it's like this whole strip. There's a coffee shop, there's an outdoor library, and then there's this jazz club. And so one day I was like, can I please perform? And he asked me on the spot. He was like, okay, what do you got? And I sang the whole song. I was so nervous I forgot the lyrics to the whole song. I sang the wrong note, and he was like, ugh, that was shit. So you're going to come back in 3 days, and you're going to do it again because I don't know if that's what you wanted to do. And I was like, cool. They gave me a trial run, and that was the first day. And I didn't even really play guitar back then, and he handed me a guitar, and I started making up a bunch of chords. I didn't know the song. I knew like A and G and E, but then I was like strumming it different ways. I don't know. And then I got hired, which was cool. But it's just like putting yourself in those like really uncomfortable situations where you know you're gonna suck and you know you're gonna fail. When I did the show at the Peppermint Club, I was like dancing and stuff, and I'd never done that on stage, and it's just like feeling beautiful and comfortable and just okay with whatever the outcome is.
You're funny, and you got an inspiring story
That's deep.
with the voice on top of it. Wow, you're really rocking it, Vanya.
Thank you.
Dude, that's sick.
Thanks.
So, what do you got coming up next?
My first song will be released in probably like a month and a half. It's being produced by Agnes Azria. She was on the
Oh, dope.
Yeah, she's
Nice.
the shout out to you, Agnes. It's called Swim, and then I'm doing a couple more songs with my two producers at Lineage Studios, so that's really cool. And just honestly taking time to connect with different artists and to find the right fit for me of who I want to keep creating with. I've been super lucky to feel like I'm part of this really great group of creatives out here in LA, and so just reaching out to those people individually, and it's just been such a blessing and a journey. So I'm excited. I have a couple projects coming up, a couple shows coming up. Don't know the dates to any of them, of course, can't think of any of them. But
By the time this airs, you'll probably
yeah,
already
things are
perform also.
happening, and I'm excited.
Excited for you. Excited
Thanks.
for the world to actually get to hear some of this music too.
There's been like the running joke. I'm like, guys, music soon. Stay tuned. Watch out. And people are like, okay, it's been a year. Where is it? And I'm just like, yeah, no, soon. But actually soon.
But for real this time.
For real.
Soon.
For real soon.
Soon, actually.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, final question on this show.
Mm-hmm.
You're stranded on an island, and you can only take 3 albums with you. What are those?
Oof. Adele's 19. That's a bop. That, I don't know if you guys have heard Adele's 19, but it, oh my God, it just crushes you. Blood by Leanne LaHavis. And Diamonds by Laura Mvula.
Solid picks. Yeah. You didn't take too long on those either. Sometimes I usually gotta wait like at least a minute to get one.
Wait, I'm not sure about the last one.
Oh no, come on, you can't backtrack now.
Okay.
You just nailed it. We're gonna stick with those 3.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, excited for you to perform.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course.
I've never done an interview. How'd I do?
I think it went great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm seeing some thumbs up. I heard a little clap.
Yeah, let's get some thumbs up.
Let's get some noise for Vanya.
Let's get some, yeah. Well,
Well,
thank you
everybody,
guys.
super excited for this performance. Episode 23, featuring Vanya.
Let's get